friends, it's old Pastor Bill coming to you once and again. Or I might talk to you today about hunting. Some of you out there likes to go hunting. I'll tell you about this time. Old Billy Bob and Tater and Junebug and I was talking about hunting. They were talking about they went out hunting and started talking about how good snipes were, how good they tasted, and called them a mess of them and all. And I said, well, man, I'd like to have me a taste of them. See, he said, man, those are the best things you ever had. I said, well, I'd like to have some. You got any left over? He said, no. Whenever you get the snipes, you have to eat them up pretty quick, and there ain't too many of them left over, and they'll go bad on you pretty quick. You can't leave them. You have to eat them up and use them up pretty quickly there. So I said, well, next time you go, let me know. I'd like to get some of them. So they talked and here and there all day. Every once in a while, they'd come up to me and talking about how good snipes were and all. It got me hankering for a mess of them. So they said, well, let's tell you what, we'll just go out snipe hunting tonight. And we'll take you along if you want to go. And I said, man, yeah, I'm all up for that. We'll get me some good old snipes. I'd appreciate it. I said, what kind of gun do I need to take? I need to take a shotgun. I need to take a rifle or something. I said, no, don't take nothing. Don't want you to bring no kind of gun. I said, we'll pick you up and we'll meet you tonight at your house. We'll go out in the woods and we'll go get us some snipe hunting. And all you need to do is get you a little old sack, old flyer sack. That's all you need. And I'm thinking, well, okay, I guess we just need a flyer sack to put them old snipes in to tote them back home and fix them up. So it got about 11:30 that night, and they're going on 12, I guess you might reckon it was now. And we all got in the old trucks and headed on out down the road and ended up down there in the woods. We pulled off on the side there. And we got out and they said, here's what we want you to do. We're going to go on into the woods. You have to go pretty deep. Wasn't no moon shining, nothing like that. It was pretty much dark, a little cool. Said, we're going to have to go into the woods and tramp off out in the midst of the woods out there, deep part of the woods. I said, okay, well, we're going for it. So we're going down this little trail, go down the holler and across this old creek and think we'd ever get there. And we got in the middle of them woods and it was dark. Like I said, there wasn't no moon shining or nothing, no stars out really, wasn't no much light at all. And the woods can be a pretty dark place with no kind of moon shining. Anyway, we got down there, and at the end of this trail, I said, here's what we want you to do. Old Pastor Bill, I want you to stand here at this here trail and hold that bag open. And we're going to run them snipes right down there to you, and they'll hit and jump in that old sack if you keep it down there because they'll think it's a den. And they'll head into it. You won't have to do nothing but just grab them. I said, well, what's they going to look like? And they said, well, you'll know when you see them what a snipe is. When you say snipe, you know what a snipe is. Well, I scratched my head and I said, all righty then. So they took on off and minced to going up this way and that way and everything. And I'm out there standing there with the sack. And they said, oh, yeah. They said, yeah, too. Whenever, every now and then, you need to make a little sound to call them to you. Go hooly, hooly, hooly. Something like that, I said, okay. Not been snipe hunting before. I wasn't sure. So I'm standing out there in the middle of the woods, dark, and holding that old flyer sack open. And they start going on, and I was looking at my watch and everything for a little bit, and I stood there and stood there and stood there. I don't know, might near a couple hours seemed like I was there. I was getting chilly and a little cold, and I was wondering where in the world, I don't hear nothing, don't know where they got to. And all of a sudden I heard something commenced shaking bushes and hitting trees and bouncing all around up in there. Sort of got me a little weak-kneed there for a while. And I kept on, and it sounded like it was getting closer and closer. And me not having no kind of gun or nothing like that with me, I sort of got scared there. So it was getting closer and closer. Never see John and them. Never saw anybody, coming towards me, and didn't see nothing but that old bushes shaking and the trees bouncing and them jerking and stuff. So I got scared. And I took off running, and I went over, trying to find the end of that trail in the middle of the woods, and I tripped over some briars and went to go across that creek, and I slipped and fell down there in that creek and got all wet and everything. And by the time I got up there to the end of the trail, there was old Junebug and Billy Bob up there, and didn't see Tater. And they was all standing up there just laughing, looking at me, and they said, "Man, you a sight." And all of a sudden I heard something coming at me, going hooly, 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 hooly. And I turned around, and there come old Tater up through there with a big old stick. And they all busted out laughing and said, "What are you doing?" And I said, "Man, something down there about to get me." I said, "I never did see no snipes." And they just cackled and laughed, and I went on and all. And come to find out, there ain't no such thing as a snipe. What they did is just where you take somebody out in the woods and you leave them out there and you scare them up a little bit. Well, that makes me think about sin. Sin will take us further than we want to go. And it'll keep us longer than we want to be. And at the end of it, we'll be standing there. Sin looked all pretty, just like that snipe, the way they were talking about them snipes, how pretty, and got me hankering for them. Sin will do the same thing to you, my friend. It'll look so pretty. It'll look so good. You'll just want to participate, get in with it. And further thing you know, you're going to be sinning. And it's something else. Sin will just take you, like I say, further than you want to go, like in the woods. Keep you longer than you want to be. And at the end of it, you're going to be standing there with an empty bag, empty sack. You ain't going to have nothing to show for nothing. You're going to lose your soul if you're not careful with sin. So what this old preacher's trying to tell you today is, don't be fooled by the devil. Don't be fooled with sin. Sin may look good. Oh, it might taste good too. But at the end of the day, the end of your life, you're going to be standing before God, accounting for your sin. And you're going to be standing there just like I was in the woods with an empty bag, an empty sack. I'm not going to have no eternal life for you in heaven. You're going to be doomed, my friend. So again, I say, don't be fooled like I was. Don't let sin fool you. Well, I hope you got a little meaning out of this hunting tale about the snipe hunting. I hope you have a good day today. And like I say, may the good Lord take a liking to you. And remember, look up and kiss the sunny sides of life.